Hello everyone and welcome to another free video newsletter from Trade with Precision. Hopefully by now you've received and read the email that Nick sent out today regarding the free live trading webinar he's going to be doing tomorrow. Now what I want to do in this video is show you a little snippet from the last live trading webinar Nick did back in February. And the section I want to show you, it's about 6 or 7 minutes long. The section I want to show you is Nick talking about a trade he took live on that webinar on silver. He talks about the strategy from start to finish, and then I'm going to show you right now what the result was. So when Nick talks about this trade, it's back around here, and he's talking about getting long once this resistance level is broken with a stop down below these lows. And then you can see the result here. The trade went on to hit multiple targets, probably 3 to 1 with those targets before it rolled over. So it was a very, very profitable trade, and it was one that, as I said, Nick called that live before it actually triggered. So if you were on that webinar and you like the look of that and it met your rules and met your risk criteria, you were more than welcome to obviously jump on the back of that trade as well, and you would have obviously had a very successful trade such as Nick did and as everyone else did that was on that webinar. So really I just want to show you this so you can get a better idea about what's going to be involved in the webinar and hopefully get you excited enough to sign up. It's completely free and you're going to get an hour's worth of excellent education from Nick while he scans the markets live, and hopefully if the markets are kind we're going to see some really good setups again that you can take advantage of if they do suit your criteria and risk management as well. So what I'm going to do now is flick over to this video so you can watch that, and below the video I'll put the link on where you can go to sign up.
Hello everybody and welcome to today's market update webinar. It's Nick McDonald here. I'm going to get straight into the charts in a moment. Firstly though, I need to do a bit of a disclaimer just verbally. I am showing you today a lot of things that I will be doing myself. I'm going to be showing you how I trade. I'll even show you trades and orders that I have placed. I will never tell you what you should do. That is up to you. I do not give advice of any kind. I'm simply sharing what I am doing. So if you want to participate in this webinar, then you need to accept that yourself, and it is not, we are not providing you any advice at all. And actually, if you're watching this on the recording or live, you can view our full terms and conditions on our website, tradewithprecision.com/terms. And you can also just find that link at the bottom of our website in the footer. So if in any doubt, please read those terms and conditions, because I will be sharing a lot of stuff I am doing. Please do not mistake that for me telling you what you should do. I will never do that, and it really comes down to you to make those decisions. Okay, so formality out of the way. I'm not going to do too much of an intro to myself. You're all here because you've heard about us, probably from ourselves. We've only promoted this to our own database, so presumably you all know a little bit about me and a little bit about the company, so I'm not going to do any big intros. I'm going to get straight into the charts. And I have a trade right now on silver. So those of you who are members of our newsletter, so we've got a newsletter called Precision Perspectives. When I talk about PP, I'm talking about Precision Perspectives. That's our our daily subscription newsletter where me and a team of traders submit our trade ideas. And last week, in fact Friday last week, I put out what we call a heads up on silver, that I was looking to get long on silver on a breakup through here. But then we got all this messy actions. Hopefully you can see my mouse as well. We got all this messy action since, and I cancelled my order. But then yesterday I said, and as we were approaching that level again, we'd got there a bit fast. So let me show you the candle. I'll just try and highlight where I'm pointing. So yesterday we were here, and I said, look, we got there a bit fast. We've moved up too quickly to that level. I don't like it. However, now I want to show you what I do like. I like that it's come up, tested that level again, and now pulling back. Let me draw in on here. I thought I did draw in. I don't know what's just happened to my lines. But in here, right, is the level I'm looking at. We've come up. We've tested it again. There's a lot of touches through there. I mean, to get really precise, it's actually more down around this level where the touches are. And ultimately what I'm doing is my entry is on a break of the highest point. So the highest point of that range is this high here. By the way, I'm not just trading a breakout here. I'm going to talk you through the reasons why I don't just trade because it's a break of a flat level. I've got many more reasons than that. But I wanted to show you this trade because it might trigger in the next 5 seconds. So it's very, very close. And by the way, I know that the futures will close shortly and then reopen again. I'm not concerned about that. It is, if it triggers, it triggers. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll be leaving an order on. But here on the breakup through that high, we've got a high of 34.52. My order is actually 2 ticks above that, I believe. I think mine was at 54. But anyway, it hasn't quite triggered that yet. Just got close. It came up to 49.5. But my order is at a break up through that high. Now let me talk you through some of the reasons why on this trade, and then we'll go and talk about some other things. One is a flat level. Now I never just trade because of a flat level. I trade because of multiple reasons, and this one happens to be, that gives me a trigger into the trade to break of a flat level. But there's other things. One thing you'll notice, see how his price breaks up through the highs, or as it's threatening to break up through the highs. Have a look at my indicators down here. See how here they too are breaking up through the highs. See how back, let me mark this on the MACD. See back here where MACD made a high and now the indicators are just breaking up. You can see the MACD is just breaking up to new highs as price does. And let's also just look at the RSI here. Same deal. See how exact same level, price have made a high back here. So taking the same high in MACD and RSI, and now MACD and RSI are breaking out to new highs as well. That is called convergence. That is what I want to see on a break to new highs. I don't want to see divergence, I want to see convergence. We've got convergence there. That's one of the things that gives me confidence in placing that trade. Another thing is when we come to the higher time frames here, this monthly chart is particularly bullish. You're going to see me trade patterns like this often, and I'm going to talk about them a lot tonight. But see how see how silver ran up. This is a monthly chart. Silver ran a long way up, then it's had a big pullback, and then see how we got these bullish candles down here. So here was a bullish candle. That was a bullish candle. Well, note we never broke the high of it. If we did, I would have been particularly bullish, but we never broke the high. But then now, and let's move that arrow across, we've got another bullish candle, and now we're just breaking up through the high. This is particularly strong. This is the point where the monthly chart should rally, and therefore, as we move into a monthly trend, as we move back into a monthly uptrend, a monthly chart looking bullish, I'm far more aggressively looking for entries on lower time frames. I got that entry off a 4-hour chart, and even coming in and looking at a daily chart, it looks strong. And there is not much stopping silver going a lot higher.